Hi everybody, I'm Lisa Schmidt from In the Zone Agility, and today I'm going to talk to you about our March challenge. So what we're going to do in March is I'm going to challenge you to get more distance, forward sends and lateral distance using one obstacle. So use a hoop. If you don't have a hoop, you can use a jump. But I want you to use an elevated foot target to drive your dog to this hoop or jump. And I want you to really concentrate on your handling to the bucket through the obstacle, okay? And this is how you start getting distance, is doing it with one obstacle. First, away from equipment. I do a lot of stuff without equipment, sending my dogs to a bucket. And then we're just gonna add one hoop. So my challenge is gonna be, how far can you send your dog forward? And how far you can send them laterally. Barney? Okay. First, I want you to practice sending your dogs to an elevated foot target. And I want them to either put their front feet on, that's my preferred behavior, but you guys can do whatever you want. They can do two paws, they can do sit on it if you have a big bucket, if they're a smaller dog. I don't care. But I want them to stay on the bucket until you release them. Okay. Okay, Beth. Okay, and then you are going to put your dog on a sit stay. Come here, Beth. And you can put them relatively close to the first hoop at first and practice sending them to the bucket. Okay, pause. They should stay until you release them. Okay, okay, and your first session, see how far you can get behind the hoop, sending your dog forward, okay? Then I want you to also to see how far laterally you can get sending your dog to the bucket, okay? So how you can measure is, I don't have a jump bar here, but you can use a jump bar and put a jump bar down. Okay, like this is 5 feet, my jump bars are 4 feet, and just use your jump bar and kind of measure where you put your dog, okay? So the idea though is that you are driving your dogs forward and you aren't running with them, right? They need to drive forward. You can move. I don't want you just standing still and just going, oh, bucket or whatever. You can move, but the idea is that your dog is learning to drive forward with you being behind and you being lateral, okay? So the first session, I want you to measure how far you've started. Your starting point from hoop, from your sit stay to the hoop, okay? So that's what you're gonna measure. And then keep practicing it all month. And at the end of the month, you'd post another video showing me how far you can send your dog forward and how much of a difference you had from the first session, the first week, and then the last week of the month when I post. Okay, so I want you to write down, all right, so in the first post, when I post, hey, this is what we're doing, here's the first session, you post, all right, I put my dog 5 feet from the hoop and I was able to drive him forward, and that's put 5 feet in your post and post your video. Then at the end of the month, post another video and say, oh, I made it all the way up to 20 feet, send my dogs forward, and put 20 in your thing. And so that you had a 15 feet increase in distance over the month, okay? Then I'm going to give away 2 free video lessons, okay? You can send me a minute of a trial or a minute of your training, which really is a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. And I will critique your video and, you know, give you suggestions and thoughts about your video, okay? I am going to post that in this group so other people can learn also. So if you don't want me to do it publicly, well, in our group, then let me know. Then I'll pick somebody else, because I really want this to be a really, really good learning experience for everybody, because I think that as a whole, we get caught up in doing lots of obstacles and we forget about how important the foundation stuff is. And I want to see you really challenge yourself with one obstacle and see how far you can send your dog forward. How far laterally can you get from your dog? If you can do it with one obstacle, then that's awesome, and then you move on to 2, right? Rock on. So anyway, that is going to be my March challenge, and I will write up a little blurb about it and put some little rules in there and stuff. But anyway, have fun.